Can you please explain to me what you have done to bring down the cost and to have better production?
Okay, good question. See, basically, we have done small innovations, you can say, and these have been done by our team itself. It has not been imported or it has not been come at some cost. So these innovations are helping us to improve the production processes in terms of time, in terms of money, in terms of reducing the labor hours also. So here, what he is doing is, here he is doing the activity of putting the nuts. As you can see, there are 8 number of nuts which has to be placed. So if one has to do it manually, it would have taken a lot amount of time. But he is doing it at a very fast speed. Okay, this is one of the things which is.
So it's a simple yet effective way of fitting the nuts faster.
Right. We have invented a machine. This has been again an in-house invention, where what he is doing is he is putting the pins here, and by use of a pneumatic foot, he's just cutting those pins, he's just slicing those pins. So you can see here, once this is the pin size, and after cut, this is the size of the pin. So this is what is the time saving activity what we have been achieved over here. Okay, this is one more other opportunity where we can save the cost, where we can save the production time frame, and we can easily give a very small quantity orders. So we can execute small quantity orders for a customer. Like what happens many times is a customer doesn't want some quantity in thousands or in hundreds. He just wanted 5 or 10 pieces. So what we used to do earlier is we used to import it. So it used to take lot amount of time. We used to spend lot amount of money on the time, and that used to be very expensive thing. So what we have done is basically we have made a small jig, a small tool. Using that, we can serve even one piece to the customer.
Fantastic.
This is what the idea behind this. Okay. So coming to this is a screen printing machine where we are printing functional conductive inks onto it. So printing of conductive silver, printing of conductive graphite, conductive carbon, all these activities are being done over here. The dielectric printing is being done here. This is the most important activity. This is the very heart of our product, because we do functional printing. In functional printing, screen printing activity is very important because of the preciseness of the product.
But the point is that it is not just screen printing, but it is a very high quality of screen printing. So you are printing it dust free, you are printing it entirely climate controlled. I think all that makes a big difference when you are exporting, especially to European countries.
Definitely it does make a lot of difference, because we should maintain the temperature, we should maintain the humidity, we should maintain the environment, and also the machine should be very precise enough to do that activity, to handle that activity. So this is the reason we have the state-of-the-art machines from maybe Germany or maybe UK. We have imported those machines, and more of our customers demand those kind of machines, because we have customers like GE, L&T, Philips working with us, who are on our customer panels, and they need very precise quality, and they need consistency. Very important is consistency.
But is the process not more important than the machines? Do you agree that the processes are far more important?
Definitely the processes are more important than machine, because if the processes are not set right, you cannot have the consistent quality. Machine can give you the quality, but to have the consistency, you should have the process in place.
I've learned that Keetronics is very strong in processes, because whichever department I have gone, I've seen these kind of charts. So what exactly are these charts and what do they mean?
Yes, this is a very good question. Basically, processes are very important in any kind of industry. Whenever you want to have a concise product, when you want to have a precise product, consistent product, I mean to say, you should have the processes in place. Well, whatever charts you see here are the photographs of the employees, the name of the employees, the designations of the employees, and it also shows the responsibility of those employees, authorities of those employees. So what these people are responsible for and what authorities these people have. So this is very important when a person comes here, when he comes to the job, and he knows the importance of this, because this is the reason why we can expect the consistent quality out of this.
Is it okay if I let my audience see what you've done? Because I think you've done volunteers for emergency help.
Yes.
So if you can just close up, just do a close shot of each of these charts, because they are very, very important.
Yes.
I think you've got volunteers for emergency help.
Yes.
You've got the people with exactly the roles and responsibilities.
Yes.
And there's a brilliant process flow chart. So I'm seeing a lot of charts. Could you just explain all of them to me in detail?
Again, coming back to the point, this is the process flow chart which I have been showing here, where we have the daily monitoring of the rejection and the first at right time quality whatever we have achieved. You can see the number of jobs what we have done, and there are various reasons for which the job could get rejected. So we are daily monitoring what kind of printing has been done, for what reason it has been rejected, and what are the causes behind that. We also plot the graph of that. So whenever I just come back, or whenever a quality inspector comes back, he just immediately sees that today what is the rate of the rejection, or what are the best products today, whatever have been taken out. So as you can come here, Here you see that this is a bar graph what we have printed for the last 6 months activity, like what are the first at right time products what we have achieved and what are the rejections. So this flow chart or this chart is very important when a customer or when a actual user comes back here and he sees what he has done in the past. The switches what you are seeing here are the totally customized switches. So you can see here that this is a big glass and there are a number of switches available over here, and you can see the legends on the top of them. The advantages of these switches are you can clean them very easily and you can have a legends of your choice. So this becomes a very customized, customer specific switches, and this can be supplied in a small quantity also, like you can have a single piece of this also.
Today, my friends, we learned that printing has a lot of different applications. With Keetronics, I realized that printed electronics is going to play a very large role in our day-to-day life. We have visited all the processes. We have seen how screen printing is used to create new and very different products. But the more important lesson for me today was that processes far overwhelm every investment in machinery that we think of doing. If our processes are good, if we look at our own efficiencies, and if we look at the human resources as a very important component of our businesses, I think the world is our oyster. We have a company based in Pune who's supplying to not only all over the world, but today they're also looking at supplying to the defense department of our country. And that will truly make our PM's objective of Make in India really and truly possible. I also strongly feel that innovation is important for us to grow and to do a lot more and be able to get that additional money that we require from our customer. When I'm sitting with Rajesh Kulkarni today, I realize that he's supplying to, of course, the best companies in the world, but a lot of his time is spent in going around the world looking at different exhibitions, different products, and innovating. Innovation is the buzzword with this company, and today I will put you on now to Rajesh for him to explain to you how innovation is going to play a very large role in our future. Over to you, Rajesh.
Yes. Basically, I will start with what innovations have been done at Keetronics. Screen printing, rotograver printing, offset printing. There are variety of methods of printing. आणि आजच्या दिवसामध्ये प्रिंटिंग जे आहे, स्क्रीन प्रिंटिंग असेल किंवा कुठल्याही प्रकारचं प्रिंटिंग आहे, तर त्याच्यामध्ये इन्व्हेस्टमेंट कमीत कमी इन्व्हेस्टमेंट करून सुद्धा तुम्ही काही गोष्टी अचीव करू शकता. त्याचं एक खूप छान उदाहरण म्हणजे प्रिंटेड इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, जो एक नवीन चॅप्टर ओपन झालेला आहे गेल्या 4-5 वर्षामध्ये वर्ल्ड मार्केटमध्ये. त्याच्यामध्ये तुम्ही बाय युझिंग द कन्व्हेन्शनल स्क्रीन प्रिंटिंग मेथड यू कॅन क्रिएट इलेक्ट्रॉनिक प्रोडक्ट्स, फंक्शनल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक प्रोडक्ट्स जे तुम्ही डे टू डे लाईफमध्ये वापरू शकता. आता त्याचं एक उदाहरण मी तुम्हाला सांगतो की बेसिकली आपल्याला बॅटरीज लागतात. एनी डिव्हाइस इज हेल्पलेस, इट कॅनॉट वर्क विदाउट अ बॅटरी. So battery can be screen printed with a normal conventional screen printing method. आणि ही जी बॅटरी आहे, फॉर एक्झाम्पल, ह्या बॅटरीमध्ये तुम्ही बघू शकता की इट इज व्हेरी थिन फ्लेक्झिबल बॅटरी अँड दॅट कॅन बी यूज इन व्हरायटी ऑफ ॲप्लिकेशन. जसं तुमचे ग्रीटिंग कार्ड्स आहेत किंवा तुम्हाला एखाद्या न्यूजपेपरमध्ये एखादा इन्सर्ट द्यायचा आहे वेअर द व्हॉइस कॅन कम आउट ऑफ दॅट. सो यू कॅन अप्लाय दिस काइंड ऑफ सिमिलर बॅटरीज इन टू दॅट. दीज आर एन्व्हायरमेंट फ्रेंडली, सगळ्यात महत्त्वाचं. These are very cost effective because this can be printed by the method of screen printing आणि त्याच्यामुळे तुम्ही वास्ट व्हॉल्यूम्समध्ये हे प्रिंट करू शकता, कॉस्ट कमी करू शकता. तर असे वेगवेगळे ॲप्लिकेशन्स प्रिंटिंग इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये आज ओपन अप झालेले आहेत. तर त्याची काही अजून तुम्हाला डिटेलमध्ये काही उदाहरणं मी सांगतो की जशी ही प्रिंटेड बॅटरी आहे तसे आपण प्रिंटेड मेमरीज करू शकतो. 8 बाईट 10 बाईट मेमरीज तुम्ही करू शकता. तसंच तुम्ही प्रिंटेड सेन्सर्स करू शकता. प्रिंटेड सेन्सर्समध्ये तुम्ही टेम्परेचर, ह्युमिडिटी अशा फॅक्टर्स तुम्ही मॉनिटर करू शकता. नंतर तुम्ही प्रिंटेड डिस्प्लेस करू शकता.
सेन्सर म्हणताय, कॅन आय ऑल्सो प्रिंट इट ऑन लेबल्स अँड कार्टन्स ऑर?
येस, दॅट इज अ व्हेरी गुड क्वेश्चन. बेसिकली एक कन्सेप्ट जी नवीन मार्केटमध्ये आलेली आहे, अमेरिकन मार्केटमध्ये आलेली आहे की स्मार्ट लेबल्स. स्मार्ट लेबल्समध्ये काय होतं की एखादं डिव्हाइस आहे, समजा एखादं प्रॉडक्ट आहे रादर, की एखादं मेडिसिन आहे विच इज व्हेरी एक्सपेन्सिव्ह मेडिसिन अँड विच इज मॅन्युफॅक्चर्ड इन अ फॅक्टरी अँड इट हॅज टू गो थ्रू आउट द वर्ल्ड ऑर थ्रू आउट द कंट्री आणि इट हॅज टू बी मेंटेन्ड ॲट सर्टन स्पेसिफिक टेम्परेचर, मे बी इट इज -5 degrees. सो तुम्हाला इंडिव्हिज्युअल जी बाटली आहे, जे इंजेक्शन आहे, त्याचं टेम्परेचर हे -5लाच थ्रू आउट इट लाईफ राहिलेलं आहे. हे कसं करणार? आजच्या दिवसामध्ये ती मेथड नाही आहे. इंडिव्हिज्युअल बाटली तुम्ही चेक करू शकत नाही. तर स्मार्ट लेबल कन्सेप्टमध्ये काय होतं, बाय द मेथड ऑफ प्रिंटिंग, अगेन नॉट ओनली स्क्रीन प्रिंटिंग, इट कॅन बी रोटोग्रेवर, इट कॅन बी ऑफसेट प्रिंटिंग. बाय मेथड ऑफ प्रिंटिंग यू कॅन प्रिंट अ बॅटरी, you can print a memory, you can print a display and you can print a sensor on the label itself. and it becomes a smart label. So तुम्ही जेव्हा ते लेबल बॅटरीवरती प्रिंट करता, पेस्ट करता, थ्रूआउट द जर्नी इट विल कंटिन्युअसली मॉनिटर द टेम्परेचर. आणि जेव्हा तुम्हाला एखाद्याला ते अप्लाय करायचं असतं, एखाद्या लाईफ सेविंग ड्रग असतं आणि एखाद्या पेशंटला अप्लाय करायचं असतं, सो यू नो वेदर दिस इज टू बी यूज्ड और दिस इज नॉट टू बी यूज्ड. The brand protection is a very good phenomena which can be achieved with the help of the printed electronics. Printed electronics मध्ये काय होतं की you can print memories, a very small memories you can print, that is 8 byte 10 byte memory तुम्ही print करू शकता on the label itself. आणि त्या मेमरीमध्ये तुम्ही एक डिजिटल सिग्नेचर टाकू शकता. Because of that each and every bottle will be having that digital signature, and whenever you buy it there will be a scanner and you can show that to the scanner and you can get authenticated, yes, this is what the product I need. So this is how it helps for the brand protection.
I'm seeing that you are mostly being able to achieve this kind of circuitry even on paper.
Yes.
So doesn't it become dangerous to transport? Will the paper not become useless after some time, or you feel that this can be transported over long distances?
See, basically when we talk about a paper being used for having an electronic circuit onto it, the application itself is a disposable electronics. Okay, so disposable electronics has a certain amount of life. The life of this product is couple of hours.
So today all these products which used to earlier come from say Southeast Asia or China and all this, now they are now made in India.
Most of them can be made in India. That is where the question lies. That people have to start somewhere. Okay, people have to go out. People have to visit the exhibitions throughout the world. They have to see what is happening, and they have to implement it for the country, for the people. So printed electronics as of overall the world market, if you see, it is at an infant stage. Of course at India also it is at a very very infant stage, but this is the time where we have to start. When our PM is saying that you should bake in India, this is the right opportunity where without making a huge investment you can get something from China or from Vietnam or from Europe, and you can do the value addition process over here. Like whatever raw material is growing inside this battery, of course that raw material may not be available here, but you can buy it in a raw format. You can purify it, so the cost of purification which happens in Europe or which happens in China can be reduced, and you can print it and you can do the application. So you can see that only the raw material is brought at a very low cost. You can purify it, so that purification cost is saved because of the infrastructure what we have in India. You can print it, you can apply it, and you can make a product at a very low cost.
One last question, Rajesh, is that for the people in the printing industry, the squeezing of the profits, the customer becoming more and more aware, do all of us need to now understand that innovation is the only way to go further and to really be able to improve our bottom lines? Would you strictly advise that?
Yes. It is not only innovation. Of course, innovation is the first thing which is going to help us to sustain, to be in the market for the long time. But with the innovation, you should always invest on people and invest on the processes. That is very important, because as you can see here, I have made so many things. Okay, you can see it, you liked it. But if I am not able to make it in a right time, at a right cost, and if I am not able to make my customer happy, then this innovation is of no use.
Thank you so much, Rajesh. It's been a pleasure having met you.
Thank you.
We are very glad that you are a part
Thanks.
of the Print Summit.
Thank you.